Live in 3D.
Let's check real quick. You good?
Shalom.
Shalom.
I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Hakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. Peace, many salutations to Yahweh, this Torah and this truth. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We're not black Hebrew Israelites, right? This thing is not a color, but this thing is about true nationalities. The true nation of Israel consists of so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, and also foreign Israelites, people who might look like a different nation that are in fact Israelites. If this message resonates with you, right, then you could in fact be an Israelite, man. We are here to wake up the elect of our people, right, to galvanize them to turn back to the Heavenly Father, right, and also to cast judgment out on 2/3 of our people, the wicked of our nation, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, along with the other heathens, right? Those that don't want to follow after Yahweh Shah, they're going to be destroyed, man.
Right.
We're coming into times to where judgment is about to ensue on the face of the earth. So if you have true fear of the Heavenly Father, right, that's going to be a covering. That fear is going to galvanize you to act a certain way, to conduct yourself a certain way under the understanding of these scriptures, okay? Because the times that we are coming in is going to be very, very destructive, man. Okay? The times that we're coming in is going to be very, very, very destructive.
Right.
And the only way that you're going to be get out of these said perils if you have a covering from Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Okay? That's why we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place, Babylon, right? And also in hopes that we get a covering. And with that covering, what? We receive immortality, man. Okay? So now it's important you listening on these various listen to these various videos, things of that nature, man, to understand what time you're living in, bro. The time that we're living in is serious business. You got something?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's right. Hey, now is salvation nearer than what we believe. We understand that salvation is near because Yahweh Shah told us that certain things are going to happen on the face of the earth before he came. Right? Hey, Matthew, the 24th chapter. Right? When Peter asked him, what is the sign of thy coming? He said it's going to be wars, rumors of wars. Okay? Is that not what's going on now? You got that, brother?
Matthew chapter 24.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to start at verse 4. Yahweh Shai, what's like I start at 3. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach.
Right. Hey, now what are they setting up now? They're setting up technocracy to where you could speak to so-called Jesus. His true name is Yahweh Shai, and he's not white. That's an image of Chesed Bonjour, a damn pedophile, a murderous ancestry, a nasty motherfucker. Okay? But now you could go on AI and you would speak to Chesed Bonjour. Right? They're setting up Antichrist, which there's many Antichrists, but they're setting up a grove, a very sophisticated grove, which a grove is where you would go and you would worship idols, you know what I'm saying, right in your face, and people aren't privy to it.
Right.
Okay? Basically, people now, they worship technology versus the Heavenly Father. Critical thinking is dead here. Instead of people making life decisions by themselves, what do they use? They use AI. Instead of praying to the Most High for patience and for understanding, to receive a understanding about a certain situation, what do they go to? They go to AI, right? They use AI as therapy versus praying to the How by Shimi How Shah, right? So many people are being deceived and they're being lured to what? They're being lured to basically the MOTB,
Right.
which is the mark of the beast spoken about in Revelation 13 and 16. You got some name? You got something?
Okay.
Can we finish that and we're gonna grab it? We're gonna grab what you got.
Going back, Matthew 24 and verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Hey, wars and rumors of wars. Is that not what's going on right now? You hearing about wars over there in the Western Asia, aka Middle East? Okay. Right now, the ceasefire was basically ending. Has basically ended. Iran and America is firing upon one another. Iran just fired upon the UAE. The UAE had just left OPEC, and OPEC is basically, the organization that washes the petrodollar, that keeps the petrodollar strong, right? The UAE, they're basically saying, you know what, we're strongly considering getting away from the American dollar by buying and trading oil in the yuan, which is backed by a gold standard. The Ponzi scheme of America that Abakia spoke about in Habakkuk, the second chapter, man, is coming to an end. People are starting to look narrowly at this place. That's prophecy.
Right.
That's what you focus on, man. That's the coming of the Lord. All right? So when you see these sad things, man, understand for yourself, that's the will of the Heavenly Father. All right? Go ahead, all right.
Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
There's famine that's brewing right before your eyes. The next couple of weeks, you brothers out there listening, you sisters out there listening. What you see going on in Strait of Hormuz is going to be live in 3D. It's going to be bigger than just gas prices, man. 30% of the world, can we look this up? 30% of the world's fertilizer come out of the Strait of Hormuz. You have 70% of U.S. farmers that say they can't afford fertilizer, right? And America, believe it or not, produces a lot of crops, globally speaking, man. This place is going to, we're dealing with a global crisis right now. But the average person, the average American, can tell you more about what's going on with Gucci Mane, right? And Nicki Minaj, versus paying attention to what's important, right? Go ahead, huh?
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Like all these are the beginning. We at that beginning, brothers.
Yep.
Things about to turn very dire right here, man. That's why having a personal relationship with Yahweh Shah is important. For yourself. Okay? That's what's important, man. Having that relationship with the Lord for yourself. Okay? This is why we come out here on the highways and byways. This is why we adamantly do videos. This is why we come together, right? Come together, we having a good time and tossing it up, right? But the underlying reason why we're together is to push the word of Yahweh Shah, man. Push his coming, hearing him coming, right? And how do we do that? By giving you understanding what's going on contemporarily, right, all around you, through the lenses of the scriptures. That's the spirit of prophecy, man. Okay? Because these other nations are about to come up against this place, bro. People are getting tired of this place committing atrocities throughout the earth, bombing children indiscriminately, man. Right? 163 people dead in a school, starting this war off, bombing civilians, right? Starving people out in Gaza, bro. Okay? Funding coup d'etats in Africa. Okay? Go ahead.
Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
That's right.
And when
That's right. So now you got America, they trying to hold off on Operation Freedom, which they were basically, you know what I'm saying, trying to stop the blockade in a middle, I want to say Middle East, but middle, the Gulf area, right? And you got Sudan. It's not excuse me, I said Sudan. Saudi Arabia, I believe another nation. They're like, man, just stop it, bro. You're making the matters worse. People are starting to look at them with an evil eye, especially those Gulf Coast countries in the Middle East. They're starting to realize, man, these people can't save us. They're talking about they got our backs and things of that nature, man. We're getting bombed, right? Occupying our regions, man, causing us to get into trouble, right? You got Iran. Iran was basically caught with a sucker punch. Iran was they were in the process of basically having the negotiations about the nuclear deal, and America just bombed them. Just bombed them when they was in the talks of peace. Pieces of shit, man. Not only did they bomb them, but they bombed kids. Say, well, we had to because y'all was about to do something. Like, nah, we was having negotiations, right? So woe means destruction unto you that spoil. I mean, nobody spoiled you. Nobody provoked America, man. But this is what he does. He goes around the country pillaging. When his back's against the wall, what does he do? He pulled out that sword. Look what he's doing in Cuba. There's a crisis going on over there, man.
finish this off. Towards the latter part of the verse. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
That's right. So we're in the process of people forming an evil eye towards this place, man. And that's going to have some serious economic repercussions, man. Okay? And that those economic repercussions are going to turn to physical.
Man.
People go, certain countries are going to occupy this place. It's right for the picking. Right? These people have lived, we have lived deliciously over here.
Right.
That shit was come to a nod, brothers. Understanding what time that you're living in, that's going to save you. Because when all this hell is breaking loose, man, you're going to have that relationship for yourself with Yahweh Shah. This thing is bigger than just cutting somebody, bro. You don't bring your second Exodus, the 13th chapter, just so you go get on somebody's ass. Right. You know how Jay talk. I'm going to get on this nigga. Hey, I got to pull this precept out. No, nigga, get your own relationship.
Right.
The problem with fucking Jay, man. Go ahead, Doc.
This is yeah, I had another.
But dude, whatever you want to pull them all out, bro.
Gotcha. This Habakkuk 2:5, it says, "Yea."
I was gonna get that. I want you to start at yeah. I wanted you to start up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start up too.
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables,
Right.
that he may run that readeth it.
Yep. So Habakkuk wrote this, you know what I'm saying, in ancient times. So when we got it, we have full understanding of what's being said. Now, this is talking about the Assyrian captivity, right? And how the Most High was going to take it down. But we can utilize these scriptures for who? We can utilize it for America, because America comes under the same spirit of the Assyrians. The Assyrians had a philosophy of if we don't conquer the world will stop. That's the same thing with America. Hey, listen to what guys what is this dude? Elon Musk, his father. He's like, hey, if we don't continue Western civilizations, the world's gonna turn to a jungle again.
Right.
Do you want that? Do you want niggas on basically? You want niggas on top? Right? And with that mindset, what he does, he rationalizes killing everyone, man. Chiefly the tribe, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Look what Trump Nero's doing in South America, Central America, man. Right? Basically committing neo-colonialism, going over there stealing their natural resources in Venezuela and also in Colombia too. Okay? So when we see these things, we're able to diagnose, like, oh man, this to a sign that a place like that is going to be taken down by Yahushua, by the Heavenly Father. Right? This is why the Most High put the spirit on Habakkuk to write these things down for our learning, man. Right? Go ahead, Al.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, and because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right. Esau Edom, his soul that's dwelling within him is wicked, man. He was made to be on the left-hand side. Look how he has ruled the nations, man. With straight sword. And I dare you to say something against it. Continuous stroke, man. Putting people into sheer captivity, especially financially speaking, man. Right? Most sides gonna kill 2/3 of our people, man. And how about special Salak Rayon while Nasim by Haragra on this bitch ass thing that's right by us? Baba Shah. Yeah, how about Shah Shah by Civil Congress, the water of the Yatwa? Go ahead, Doc.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith.
Right.
It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires as hell,
That's right.
is as death.
That's right. Enlarging his desires as hell, man. Right? That means he's insatiable. What this man wants. Right? He's by predatory capitalism. What does he do? He tries to find different ways in which he can maximize his profit at the expense of the people. That's why what we're eating is trash, ultra processed food. The water that we eat is destroying us. Right? The social fabric of so-called developed nations are destroyed. There's no community in the so-called developed nations. It's all about the individualism. And he isolate people so he can capitalize off of their loneliness. You got people in goddamn Japan that got that's married to anime characters, literally. AI girlfriends, in all aspects of life, he wants to capitalize off of. He squeezes the individual until they wither away. More and more people are dying at 55. Mm-hmm. People ain't making it 60 no more, man. Stress level is all-time high. The children are unprofitable. The children are gone. You can send them to the school, they're totally indoctrinated. And all they want to teach the children is different ways to freak out.
Right.
a man can't be a man here? Honestly, what if we were to get some land? What the hell would we be able to build?
On the land either. Right. No, when you get land, you got to pay for that for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Till you in the spirit world. That's what he saw them do. Like I said, every time he set you up with something you think is gonna be good, he's gonna actually set up for what? That continuing stroke against you. He's gonna constantly look to undermine you. You know, he's an unwise king, as it says in Sirach 10. What do an unwise king do? He look to have the people that's under him, his subject, to keep them sick. As the elder mentioned about the food. All right, he keep them broke. If you think you're gonna have success here, you got to do something. The higher you go up in success in life, the more you got to bend over for this nigga. I'm talking about Esau Edom.
Yep. You had made that point about Esau squeezing people and ultimately just draining their ass, man. This is a clear book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 7. It says, "And he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee twice or thrice." And it says, "And at the last he will laugh thee to scorn afterwards. And when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee."
Right. Break it out.
Hey, like the little was saying, man, all this thing is doing is just draining. In every aspect, squeezing your ass and just draining you, man. You see, this nigga has been able to study, you know what I'm saying? Use his AI to learn your fucking ass. Just drain you in every aspect of life that you can think of, bro. That's why people so fucking depressed as they are. You know what I'm saying? People, the world, here it is. It's supposed to be the top nation, the top. Esau's supposed to be the hunk of the earth, the most smartest person as he self-proclaims. But look at the depression. The depression rate's at an all-time high, man. People dying. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know what this nigga weight is like. Like we read in Habakkuk, this nigga is as death, man.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
Sirach 39, 26 and 27. It says, "The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so the sinners, they are turned into evil."
Yep.
So Esau literally is capitalizing off of the creation, man. Here it is, you have the natural creation of things, water, air, iron, you know what I'm saying? But what does Esau do? He'll capitalize and use it and make it a profit off of it. Like I just did that lesson last week. Bro, at the WEF, they talking about capitalizing and taxing people on air, man.
Right.
Literally, that's what Esau talking about. So we at the point of right now where it's like, look, if Yahweh Shah don't return, like the scripture say, man, what flesh gonna be left to be saved, bro? This man gotta go down, bro.
Hey, everything that brother named out of that scripture, this nigga, like the brother said, this nigga has weaponized that shit. You know what I'm saying? To make a profit and also to target and keep your ass sick. You know what I'm saying? Stripping the minerals out of the foods, all kind of shit. Then trying to do the enrichment process of just bread. Like, what were some of those things again? It said water, fire. You know?
I got you. Sirach 39 and 26, the principal things for the whole use of man's life.
The principal things are what you eat. What they call it, like the essentials, right? Right. Your essentials, man. What you eat, in order to live. Yep.
I thought it was gonna be a big body here. Yeah. Like, I think that nigga listening to that goddamn Swisher House.
And the crew.
All right.
Moonchild on with that bullshit.
Principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt.
Water, fire, iron, and salt. Which now, hey, it's a crisis on water. And what is it in North Carolina? Now they about to start. They telling people they putting water laws in place, man.
Yep, Arizona.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Here too.
And it's going to increase. And it's only going to increase, man. You see, like the brother was saying, this. So how you think that nigga gonna stop at water? No, this nigga is gonna be air. Everything that you can think of, this nigga's gonna charge or find a way to try to charge your ass for it, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be you.
Yep.
Right.
Privatizing natural resources.
Right.
So you can capitalize off of. They even have a term called surveillance pricing, If y'all notice, if you go to certain stores, back in the day used to be paper tags for like the price of certain foods. Now it's digital.
Yeah.
Well, each individual is gonna be paying for different things depending on your credit score,
Damn.
how much you make. They already do that in the airlines industry. They could be doing that for food.
Hey,
So-
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Cause that makes sense, man. Cause Walmart with these fucking self checkout shit, that shit, bro. That shit, it's facial recognition. You know what I'm saying? So that, like you saying, somebody else it depend on your fucking credit score and shit. Hey, that shit, bro. What this nigga is gonna do, bro? That shit is diabolical, bro. That shit wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like Habakkuk said, man, this nigga soul is not a right, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, like, bro. You go to Walmart, bro. That motherfucker just looking. You look up at the screen, you see that green square just around your motherfucking face, bro.
Yep.
That shit. You put your guy. Your car got your name on it. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas got a file on your ass, bro. They know. Like how niggas try to come in there, try to go through the fucking self checkout and steal. I was watching some shit on social media on Instagram about how Target had with the self checkout. Target was letting this motherfucker just go through and steal shit, and then she'll come back and steal shit like she had to get to like a certain amount, and then they got her ass. Then they showed her, look, we got your this, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So they let you know that they got, bro. This nigga is tracking your ass, bro.
He wants to privatize. He wants to make you private property, man,
Right.
with the chip. You know, so like all these essentials that the creation provides: fire, iron, water, salt. The last thing on the list is you.
Man,
You think when you get that chip, he gonna charge you for that shit.
right.
Yeah.
You gonna get charged for that shit, man.
Deduction, yeah,
Right.
right.
You know, a monthly, you know what I'm saying, a monthly payment deduction.
Subscription, yeah.
Yeah, subscription. You know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got somebody? Psalms 140 and verse 5. It says, the proud have hid a snare for me, and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. And everything we just reading is traps. He has set up traps for us. And what did he set up? As the priest just went into those essential things of life that we need: water, you know what I'm saying, iron, salt. All right, he's setting it up for you to have to pay for everything. Like what was the guy else said? Water. What did that guy say? Water is water is a privilege.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But like you said, that is something that's one of the most vital things that you need to sustain life. All right. But like you said, he's saying that it's essential. That's what he had to do. They have to say it, and then they're gonna perform that trap. Be like, well, you got to charge for this. Like you said, you're charging for air. Now, like you say, now they're doing all this recognition and getting all these things. This is a snare amongst the people that walk upon the earth. Because what he want to do that one world together, that one world order.
Yep.
He want to get everybody, like you say, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive what? The MOTB.
Damn.
That's why every time you move around, you gotta what? You gotta pay to him. Like the priest mentioned, you got to pay to have that in your arm. Actually, it was a part of a series on Black Mirror. It was the episode where you had. It was the episode where they had this lady about to die or something, and they put like a C-hip in her. And what they do every time they got it, it was charging them every month. But then what happened? You got to get the premium package. You have to get this. All these things that he's setting up is for that, like that season or that show on Black Mirror. He's gonna set it up where you got to receive anything through that C-hip, but you got to pay for it as well.
Right.
Even your breathing. So he's trying to let you know you basically is a liability here.
Yep.
That's ultimately what he's telling you. We don't need you if you can't do anything for us.
Yeah. You can't benefit off of it.
Yeah, you can't benefit out you. We don't need you. That's why that Georgia Guide song was something that when more people start looking at it, it got destroyed all of a sudden.
Right.
Because what? To sustain life, he said you had to get what? 500, keep the world within 500 million people. Here now, 7, 8 billion people. Heading towards 9.
Yep. So a lot of people got to get X'd out. Esau Edom is not going to let any crisis go unused. Man.
Right.
And fuel, like we're going into, food insecurity is about to be a global problem.
Right.
Places that was already dealing with famine, things of that nature, guess what? It's gonna be hit in the times that we're coming into, bro. Okay? Go ahead. You got something? Yeah, bring that out. Bring that out. Water shot. Water, brother.
I put up on Chat GPT on chat.
Right. I've been feeling bad using it lately.
Right.
I've been trying not to. Yeah. They say use a teaspoon. Every time you use it, it's a teaspoon of water being used.
I've been using that bitch every 30 minutes.
Yeah. People at work.
You got people that's who they talk to every day.
Yep.
You got motherfuckers using that every day, dog. I'm talking about this. Basically, the water faucet is on.
Oh, yeah, just constantly running.
No. You know what? Not even on. That motherfucker evaporating into thin air. That's why there's a water crisis.
That's right.
Because they're taking drinkable water. I don't know how they do it. I'm gonna say hella uneducated. They put it in the machine. I'm gonna say it like that. They put it in the machine, and it's evaporating.
Yeah.
They're using to cool it off.
Right.
The various mechanisms, for lack of a better term.
That's crazy.
And it's evaporating. It's not going back into the ecosystem.
Dang.
So this man is literally killing the ecosystem right before our eyes. If this man keeps going, it's not gonna be any flesh left, bro.
Yep.
Gonna be a dystopia out here. Raining acid and shit.
Right.
Very possible. And Esau Edom would know these things, and he won't stop.
Right.
This is how you know this man is the son of perdition.
Yep.
He's setting his heart to destroy. This is why we need Yahweh shot, bro.
It's the Satan.
I went into chat and I said, do 30% of the world's oil come from the Strait of Hormuz? And how do that affect the world economy when it is blocked off? It says, yes, 30% of the world seaborne air trade passes through the Strait of Hormuz, making it one of the most important shipping checkpoints on Earth. Major oil exporters usually include like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Qatar, Iran. If the strait was heavily disrupted or blocked, the global economy could be affected in several major ways.
This is what we're seeing. This is what's going on. That motherfucker's driving himself.
Man, yeah, we said that earlier. Yeah.
Talk to him, driving himself.
Bro. Driving too, ain't
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that was a way me.
Yeah.
Let's say that mother 10 is way more sophisticated than a Tesla, brother.
Oh, yeah.
That's a China. If I'm saying that's a Chinese version,
Damn. They said
right?
cheaper too.
Am I tripping?
No, it's Chinese.
Yeah, but see the reason that they made it more expensive over here because of these tariffs, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But it's blowing Tesla out of the water, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tesla ain't. Nah.
Tesla ain't got that motherfucker right there was driving himself, brother.
Yeah.
Elon ain't got there yet.
Nah. You don't see no Tesla cars driving it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on a busy street like this. No,
Right.
no, it's not happening.
Stopping, hitting the blinker.
Right.
Blowing up.
Yeah.
If he get his own thinker, right?
Yeah, like that motherfucker sophisticated. That's a sophisticated ass car, bro.
Right. It's as if like if it Strait of Hormuz is affected, that oil prices would likely surge. Less oil reaching global markets usually causes prices to raise quickly because supply becomes tighter.
And we're about to see this. See, we have yet to see the true effects of the Strait of Hormuz being closed, brothers. But it's coming. It's coming within a couple of weeks. We're going to see an increase in prices. If brothers been noticed, bottled water has increased. Why is that? Like for a case of water, $7, they charging them gas, the gas station prices.
Yeah.
At the store. Why is that? Because plastic is a product of what? A product of oil due to cracking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They do a certain chemical reaction to create it. So the bottled water is getting more expensive. Right? I can see more people actually turn into glass because of the steady increase. of water prices.
The oil affects transportation, manufacturing, food production, electricity in some countries. So the rise in energy prices often spread through the economy,
That's right.
making everyday items more expensive.
That's right. Did they give the list of what everyday artists an example? If not, it's okay. We just gave one example of plastic being becoming more expensive, which is going to have what? Bottled water more expensive, and that's only going to increase. See?
You want the fertilizer?
Yeah, this is what you're going into right now. Go ahead,
I'm trying to see what you fertilizer.
What they say?
It says they ain't got the fertilizer.
Stop. What you put in initially? You put in gas?
Yeah,
Okay, I was looking for actually fertilizer.
fertilizer.
That's good too.
I got it right here.
Yeah, fertilizer.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says approximately, so I just typed in how much percentage of fertilizer goes through the Strait of Hormuz. Approximately 1/3, which is 25 to 35% of the global seaborne fertilizer trade passes through the Strait of Hormuz, making it a critical choke point for agricultural nutrients, particularly nitrogen-based urea and ammonia.
Right. So what? He said 20 to 25%. I said 30. Right. So around we're running off 30. You know what I'm saying? Percent of the world's fertilizer come out of that region, bro. Think about that. That's going to have some serious repercussions on planting season, which right now is planting season essentially.
Yeah.
So this winter might be a fool.
Oh, it is.
It's very possible. This winter gonna be a fool. Yep. About that time.
A lot of stuff they plan for right now is for the second harvest for the fall. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not planting anything,
Yeah.
they can't. So if they don't got the fertilizer to plant anything for now, I mean, shit, bro. Like the wintertime, that's man.
You know, they might have got enough to plant for themselves in their home. Not breadbasket of America be through.
Yep. That Glenn Beck said 70% of the farmers are getting affected by this. And also he was mentioning also like the water. Even the weather, different weather is causing issues with the vegetation in America. I think over in Ohio and these different places, not Ohio, but Iowa, these different places. Yeah, because that water comes down from these different high points. Like I said, if you ain't got a lot of snow, you nearly need snow in these cold places. In these mountains, to what? When it melts, it brings down that water down to the low points of the ground. So all that is being affected. So the weather, like the Strait of Hormuz causing with the fertilizer, all these things are causing a trickling effect for this time. That's why I like what the scriptures say, what your flight in the winter. We know that goes, but you can relate that to this time as well. This time you can see if the way things are going, this winter is going to be a lot of shortages in everything. Food, like I said, electricity. What was that over in Cuba when they having those increments where they got an outage, power off and outages? Just leave. What did that happen to come to America? If you come to America, there's going to be a lot of crime. There's going to be a high rate of rise in crime. Why ain't we waiting for stuff like that for lights to go off? So they can run all in there. Not just them. Esau.
That's really who's gonna be body today.
All type of taxes he'll set up for that.
Because you got these white supremacists that are accelerationists. Basically, when society collapsed, they're gonna accelerate it by pillaging. Esau Edom ready to ride, man. That's why you got people like Chud the builder that's popular nowadays. You got more and more Edomite women coming up with terms. Look at the chipping out. He's just, they're on Instagram the whole time, just putting up different cases of Jake just acting a fool. Because they get tired of Jake, man, and they need somebody to blame.
Right.
When shit hit the fan, what Esau Edom can always depend on is black fear. It's the niggers. And they gonna move on it, bro. It happened in every major, you know what I'm saying, war, basically, bro. After the Civil War, Jake was pillaged. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen again.
That's right. So Edom could be the one to kick off the goddamn, race riots and up, like civil unrest, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Edom might gonna be the first one to take to the street protesting this shit.
Yo,
Then Jake go follow with this shit.
Esau even gonna be the first to really organize to get to taking out people, man.
Got the militias.
Yeah, the Boogaloo, aka Boogaloo Boys. Which Boogaloo is it's a 1950 dance. Basically, they ready to get down, and the Boogaloo Boy it's an array of, like the elders just brought out, militia groups of different spectrums. Some are mixed group of people, right? Patronists. Some on the extreme or white supremacists. Some are black supremacists. Right? All these people are waiting for that time to where it's ready to hit. You know?
Yeah.
Shit is about to culminate to something very serious, man.
Yeah.
What's keeping these people civil is the fact that they can eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
When that luxury of being able to go to Panda Express is gone, the average person gonna wig the hell out. The average person is addicted to food.
Damn. If we can't get no donuts in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They're gonna be speeding and three people that's gonna be acting a damn fool. People are already acting a fool on the highways, man.
Yeah.
It was at work, shit, motherfucker knocked my damn window off. Just 18-wheeler just refused to. I was like, bro, I'm right here. This dude was just like, nah, fuck that. I'm getting over it. Just hit my window.
Hey, y'all saw that one to I guess either my lady was in the car drunk, driving down the sidewalk at an apartment or somewhere, like touching the kid on the bike or some shit.
Yeah.
It's fast now, man.
Yep. So you gonna see more occurrence today.
Yeah.
You see more of these so-called black women are gonna get their ass laid the fuck down.
Tough.
All that getting in people, man, face things like that, you gonna get your ass shot. He start getting tired. Everybody's tired of it. That's the elephant in the room.
Yep.
You know? And we gonna see these things happen when what? When people can't feed themselves, as it says in 2 Ezra 15 chapter, bro. Go ahead, brother.
If I got that.
2 Ezra 15, I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell and with a fearful consolation.
That's right. That's what's going on now. The brother brother Maki just brought it out, right? You know, a catalyst to this food insecurity increasing is the weather, the sporadic weather. Okay, that's going to increase, bro. And we've been talking about this sporadic weather going on for the longest, man. Right? Even here, man, like, shoot, man, a couple of days ago, it was 56 degrees.
For like
May. Crazy.
In May, April.
Right.
Shoot, it was cold this morning. You know? This has repercussions on these crops, man. And plus, you got these people out here, they're growing these crops, they're trying to make a living. They don't have the extra fertilizer to keep it going. They gotta do it old school ways, man. You know what I'm saying? And this land is overworked. They're not giving the land savage, so it's not yielding its proper, you know what I'm saying, nutrients. That's why they gotta use all this fucking fertilizer. Man, hey, these crops, they're not gonna yield as much as they're supposed to, which is gonna cause a shortage. which is going to cause what? Chaos. Right?
Right.
It talks about that in 2nd Ezra 6 chapter. Around 22, the storehouses will suddenly be around 22, if I'm not mistaken. You know, this is times that we coming in, brothers. The ministry is going on to that next level. Things are not going to stay the same anymore. Man. Okay? This ain't. We ain't in the time of 2015 when everything was chilling and, you know, bring the word out, you know, say sliding the ball. Yeah, you know. Nah, bro. That shit is over, bro. Take your ass home.
Date to be done.
It's done. It's gonna be.
Man.
These women out here on the internet crying, I need a man. I need a man. More and more women shit. You tell a female nowadays, shit, I just had a child. Her whole face line for real? You fucking like you fertile? Like you wanna you women, hey, these women out here, man, they lonely, brother.
Yeah.
Good.
It's only gonna increase. You know what I'm saying? All these hoes that wanna hold hand and you know what I'm saying, well, you know, wanna dress like a man, wear a big ass collar shirts.
So that's right.
Hell yeah. Big ass the fat form shirts with the fat form with the fitty hat to the side. Bitch, your ass is done.
It's either date or gas. I'm gas. Gas is $4. It's either gas or date.
Yep.
Gas or ass.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, man, that last oil tanker before the war started, that last oil tanker hit the West Coast last week.
Yep.
You know, so that, like, bro, like that was the last oil tanker from before the war started.
Yep.
That hit the West Coast. Like,
You know what I'm saying? You're right. Go ahead.
that hit the West Coast, man. So what do you think that's going? You know what I'm saying? What do you think that's going to do? And the West Coast, California, they receive a mass majority of their oil from the Persian Gulf, man.
Right.
You know, so we about to see the ramifications like the elder going into. We about to see the ramifications they've been saying. End of April, early May is when we're gonna really start seeing the ramifications of this war really here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why gas. Monday was like $3.70, then Tuesday it was like $4.29.
Yep.
That shit went up like 50, 60 cents overnight, man.
Yep.
That's just the beginning.
It's just beginning. Yep, it's gonna be even more. It's gonna be even more in the near future.
Right. And don't forget about them fires that happen at these oil refineries over here in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
Like there was one in Texas.
Yeah.
I think it was another state, maybe on the West Coast or something. And then I tried to look it up, but it says another one. Reformer heater explodes at PBF Louisiana refinery. See?
Yeah.
So that's another one just now.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is good.
Yeah. And like, think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. Have we heard about a refinery burning up
After all this time.
after all this time? They actually have a class of stats. And they'll tell you a lot of times 99% is not enough. So you have to find different ways to ensure that the percentage is higher than 99.9. It needs to be 99.9987. How can I get the percentage from 99.998 to 99.999? So they have certain things set in place, safeguards, procedures set in place to ensure, okay, this particular industry is not failing. Okay?
Man, yeah. If y'all watch Landman, they'll tell you how much money motherfuckers that produce oil make today, man. It's billions of dollars, man. Landman's a good series, man.
It's called Landman.
Landman. Boy, that motherfucking shit it's about the oil industry in general, but it's out here in like Midland, Texas, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
It's a nice stroke, man. That dude said, man, y'all be surprised how much money the oil generates here, man, in a day. Officer now, big oil refinery. But then again, you got mad engineers to look over the shit. It's just controlled, man.
That's right. That's why you seen a lot of these Elamites out here out of nowhere. Like, damn, why are there so many East Indians out here now? Well, the reason why is because they have degrees in engineering.
Right.
If you go to an American, you go and go to somewhere that's that houses, or not houses, but has a lot of Americans in it, like a state or something. Say, how many of you guys are engineers? It's gonna be sparingly people raise their hand. But do the same thing, that same stadium, man, you're gonna have a whole bunch of them raise their hand. Right? So that's why a lot of them are coming over here for these engineering jobs. Because they're working in where? These AI databases and other places that's being built up over here.
Yeah.
To ensure the safety of that particular facility.
Right.
So they had certain things, I'll say not to say, they had certain things taking place that the things is not going to just fail. Right?
And like I say, that's why they said all these things that they say happening with the oil refineries catching on fire. He saw through all these things in phases. What not a few years back, what happened? All these chicken plants started catching on fire.
Yep.
A little bit after that, what happened? All these trains are derailing right by the water, contaminating all these bodies of water. Yeah, I mean, everything happens, it seemed like in the same thing. Now all these oil refineries.
Right.
He saw his strategic in his way, but then he's tacky because you be like, damn, why are 40 damn chicken plants catch on fire this month? Why that happen?
Remember when the trains were just derailing?
Yeah.
Wow, he's a badass.
Yeah.
He's such a badass.
Yeah.
Fucking loser. What were you saying now?
Yeah, well, you see all these, like you said, the train derailment and all these bodies of water. Why all of a sudden these trains derailment every week, and every one of them was by a body of water. All the water contaminated over here. Now the water contaminated. See, he saw this devil strategize these different things.
Right.
Because you're gonna have to go for the one of all things. He's consolidating all these different things as far as your essential things you need to live. As we read earlier, he's trying to consolidate everything and say anything you need, even to take a breath, you got to come to me.
Yep.
He's trying to be like the Most High.
You own nothing and be happy.
Sure.
That's what it is. That's what it's all about. Literally, you ain't gonna own anything. You ain't gonna be able. You're not gonna own your own breath. You're not gonna own for you to breathe. You ain't gonna be able to own it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts.
Your own thoughts.
Yep. He's predictive programming your thoughts. You gonna have a thought about a song and you look on YouTube, like, damn, I don't find this motherfucker knows.
Right. It happened to me. Yeah, bro. I was like, I ain't even say this shit.
I don't even say that now.
Right.
Yeah, Purple Rain. I was just thinking about Purple. Yeah, like, dog.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's. Yeah, man. This thing that we're into is deep, bro.
Yeah.
There's certain chemtrails stuff that he says that he's spraying things of that nature. Right? He basically making a human an antenna, bro.
Yep. Right.
The food that we eating, he just told you years ago. Yeah, we're gonna start putting mRNA in the vegetables stuff. No big deal.
Yep.
But see, Jake don't remember that. People in general don't remember that because what they do, they'll bring out P. Diddy.
Yep.
And you'll find yourself fixated on P. Diddy and watching interviews about people who had interaction with P. Diddy.
Right. Yep.
Hours and hours, and you be like, damn, man. Now, what edify and bring out about a cult, about demon worship and things of that nature, but that shit is folly. That's just a big ass distraction.
Right.
And the whole world be fixated on, look at this nigga. When Esau Edom is doing all types of insidious shit to your food, to your children, programming your children.
I hate this.
You know what I'm saying? Disney is basically a hub for PDF files.
Yep.
They had one woman who was over the alphabet, you know what I'm saying, influence. She's like, man, I just put that in everything I can, as much as I can. He's putting in this. It was the nigga one who said that. Yeah. Like, yeah, cartoons. So here it is. You think, oh, okay. Yeah, my kids watch this. It's safe. and they'll put a little phallus in there or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a program these children.
Like I say, and see, you got the parents sitting there, and the parents don't see it because a child at a young age, up to their 7 or 8 years, absorb so much.
Yeah.
You know, so even though you may not see it, and he may not just really pay attention to that. So he's absorbing everything. 7 or 8 for sure.
Yeah.
He want to get as much as he can plant in their mind, and seared in their mind that he can.
Yeah.
That's why Nickelodeon, all these different things. He put up that's a true sorcery. And you don't look at that. That's why when you go back to the Alistair Crowley experience, he always said, "What you want to get to the kids, you know, and then all that the more activity is what that's supposed to be like some type of spiritual control their spirit.
It's witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
It's sexual witchcraft. You know, something that's hatred. Something that's ancient. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, in order for you to worship Il-Na-Na, Ashtoreth, you know what I'm saying, you would have to go to these harlots, these temple harlots had sex with, which is prohibited. Now, shit, the temple is the people. These women, they're in all types of witchcraft and stuff like that. They talk about manifesting things like that. All that shit is witchcraft, bro. Buys. Everybody talk about buy. It's witchcraft, bro. Hoes into tarot cards.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of these women that they into these devious sexual acts, that's witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Getting urinate shit like that, that's ties into witchcraft. Getting spit on and shit. You thinking you being, yeah. You like shit, hell yeah. That bitch nasty. That bitch a witch.
This race like the whole G-gaggers thing, that was all just a big ass ritual.
It's a ritual.
Disgusting.
It's a ritual. It was a big ass ritual, dog. You know what I'm saying? These women with the wide hips. If you go and you look at statues of Ashtoreth, that's exactly what she looked like.
Right.
According to Eve, they want Israel to they love Israel. That's what they push that toward. They definitely want you to get.
Yep.
You know, because they don't want you to be one with your power. That's part of like Psalm 83 cutting off in the nation.
Yep. And it's crazy is these other women falling asleep.
Yep.
Shit, I was at this little spot I like to go to for lunch. And shit, he had an ace chick coming in with a BBL, bro.
That's just so common now, bro. It's crazy, bro. They're goddamn lazy.
Yep.
Well, thighs be this skinny. Yeah. Ass be this big.
Right.
Yeah, it looks crazy. The men don't even like that.
No. Yeah, that's further down they do.
Yeah. But they're doing it because you guys that blame the man, you guys are dogs. Like, shit, bitch, I don't know you. You know?
Yeah, you can't not miss the what?
I'm not your bitch. I'm not your, you're not my nigga. I'm not your nigga. You ain't my bitch. So I'm not supposed to take responsibility for you. I'm not responsible for how you feel. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? I'm responsible for how the fuck you feel, ho. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of that witchcraft. You guys are just dogs. You just animals. And oh my God, that's witchcraft. They go back to and then a man who catered to him is called a simper now. But shit, they were doing that centuries ago, right? When Jay came in there after they got the worship by Baal Peor, and he brought that chick in there. And then, you know, if when you do research on Baal Peor, you got to get nasty in order to worship that. You got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about backside type shit. So a chick that's into doing all that type of shit, You hold hands with him. Like, think about it. Like after the club, you ran into a chick and you and your partners have fun. Come let us play type shit. You get my drift. You see when your boys afterwards come around the corner with the bitch, holding her hand. She's not like that anymore, guys. She's misunderstood. Like, are you sipping? That's spiritual. That's worshiping fertility coach. That's promoted here, man. Freakism. Right? So they're promoting all these things covertly, but they're able to do what? They're able to say, well, look at P. Diddy. What about Chicago? And you'll forget all the insidious shit that he has going on.
Blame shit.
Yep. Including what? The dismantling of the food industry for his insidious plans.
Right.
You got all these things we said going on. Meanwhile, this cat here is totally destroying the food industry for his control. And this Iran war, you better believe it's a catalyst today. Yeah.
So 2 Ezra 6, get right to it, verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right. So we come in a time to where these storehouses are going to be empty. That's why it's very important to understand what times that you are living in. It ain't time to play kiki and skip up the street. So serious times are coming down on the face of the earth. You so-called Latinos, the Negroes, and Native Americans. Let it be known you was warned.
That's right.
Let that shit be known, man.
Right.
Not shit, excuse me, Lord. Let it be known you was warned. Go ahead, Doc.
Uh,
Got some more?
I got one.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 16,
There you go.
start at verse 19.
Okay, excuse me.
Verse 19, it says, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as a scourge for men.
That's right. Hey, famine, which we're talking about, plagues. They talk about this new plague that's coming out.
Right.
I see Apostle Tahar's video saying that they're talking about lockdowns again.
Yeah.
That's going to further destroy this economy that's already fucked.
All the small businesses, they're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, it's over, bro.
Right.
Long with the strain. That's how I really.
Yep.
Hey, lockdown 2.0.
Oh. And this gonna be a real one. This gonna be real, bro. Right? A lot of people really gonna get sick. The last one was a shock test, brothers.
Yep.
Hey, we come in times where we're gonna see the repercussions of those that took that sea hip. You know what I'm saying? The sea walk. We gonna start seeing repercussions of that, dog. People ain't. That shit ain't going nowhere, bro.
Right.
Yeah. And then when you look at it, Esau always put out his predictions on the left-hand side. He probably took movies. What was that, 1995, the movie Outbreak was about the same virus that's out there.
Right.
You know? And you can see how everything was getting shut down because of that. Now he's breaking it out. So that's the thing. He said he put things out there. We may not do it the same year the next, it might be years down the line, but he's gonna bring his prophecy on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Trying to inform.
Bill Gates said it. He said this next one gonna get their attention. Yep. You see? And niggas, and people forgot about, like the elder say, here it is, this nigga saying all this shit, and it's recorded, but Esau got that witchcraft that he can just distract the people to where they ultimately forget that shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We can bring out a Michael Jackson song, Michael Jackson one, everybody like, yeah, woo. People talk about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go. I saw it. That shit was cold.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The whole time we going home, I'm over there some more. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me happy. Like, I started listening to Bad. I was like, damn.
He still got it.
That's sorcery.
Right, yeah.
He smoked that sleight of hand.
Yeah.
He put the Michael Jackson shit out, whatever.
Yeah, bro.
Jermaine Jackson son playing them shit though.
Right.
I started whatever. But me, it's called a sleight of hand. Meanwhile, look at this. But meanwhile, the hand over here doing all kind of shit.
Yeah.
He ain't what you up here doing this.
You over here.
He going through all kind of shit.
Mhm.
Right. Right. No?
Yep. It's
It's
like
like home singing bad. Now,
yeah. Like, stupid ass.
no.
Yeah, no, I'm happy being funny. Jay feel bad for being just funny. You gonna come out here and
Yeah.
curse yourself out?
I better start looking at the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, popcorn.
Yeah.
Hey,
know,
get home
me.
first. Now you need some water.
Yeah.
Damn, I couldn't afford no goddamn water.
Yeah, I couldn't afford no water. Go in there, dog. Go in there and get some two popcorns, dog. Goddamn me $10, man.
Yeah.
Shit, man. You lucky if you get the damn $10. That's good. These motherfuckers, bro.
Bro, that shit was high.
Shit, high in the bitch.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know. But Michael Jackson, so man, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Here it is. And somehow years later put another movie out. Like, this nigga run out of tricks, man.
Right.
You know, some kind of magic trick gonna be shown though. Now you gonna know what the whole thing is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, good. This Proverbs 28:11 in the NLT says, rich people may think they are wise, but a poor person with discernment can see right through them.
Yeah, so it was all, you know what I'm saying, really as a distraction.
Right.
And then what's crazy is they kept showing you, and I ain't gonna give it away. I ain't even gonna give it away. I ain't even gonna get away. They kept showing you that he wanted to be Peter Pan, bro.
Hey.
And if you do research on Peter Pan,
Yeah, I did.
like the ancient Peter Pan, that thing was a PDF file.
Yeah.
Yep.
The old Peter Pan, like the real story, that was nigga was luring keys in there so he could. Yeah,
Hook's trying to stop him. He was
yeah,
actually
Hook was the kid.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
sleight of hand.
Yep. So you here having a good ass time, you know what I'm saying? But he's showing you, yeah, we went to shit. We went to shit. See, that's why I should have made a Prince movie.
I felt it coming. I was waiting for the Prince. I was waiting for it. I was like, he gonna bring it out. I just don't know when. He gonna bring it out though.
Should have made Prince put in there doing that shit, man.
The perfect opening. I can't exactly how much I saw my witness. I was like, he gonna bring the Prince out. I already know. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming soon.
Yeah, he's ready. But yeah, all these distractions going on,
Yep.
and they tell you right in their face what they about, bro.
right.
Meanwhile, they give you this subliminal understanding of what they about, and you know what I'm saying, that witchcraft. But they're not telling the people how dire it's about to get out here, man.
Right.
You know, we joke and have a good time, but nah, bro, shit is serious.
Yeah.
It's very serious, bro. This food crisis is about to be live in 3D.
That's right.
So like, ain't nowhere gonna be safe.
Right.
You say, oh, let me get out the city. Well, you go to these country areas, man. The only access they really have food, because people don't farm anymore, bro. People don't farm anymore. The only access they have to food is Dollar General and Family Dollar. That's where they go, because these big ass corporations like Walmart has destroyed basically the grocery stores of these small countries, the country towns, man.
That's right. One stop shop.
Yep. Remember back in the day, you used to go to the country, and they'll have a pharmacy, they'll have the own grocery store, they have the farmers market.
Yep.
It's dead now. You have to go to these corporations for one of all things. So when it's a shortage in these corporations for food, what do you think is going to happen?
Right.
Yep.
On the market used to be cold. They used to have like your different local farmers bring all the stuff, especially on Saturdays. Go in there and pick it out, bro. It was nice. But shit, now that you barely can find it, you barely can find it
You
anymore.
better find it, bro.
All right,
You gonna finish it?
Well, yeah. After you have to go.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 20. It says, "But for all these things they shall not turn their wickedness from their wickedness."
All these things are going on. Jake ain't gonna turn for their weakness, bro. Jake will hear about these things, but on social media and they'll like it, they'll make a comment, but they don't consider it.
Right.
Jake is knee deep in comfortability here in Babylon the Great. Comfortable as hell, bro. Right? Hey, this side note. That's why fasting is so important, brothers, to make yourself uncomfortable with the Lord. It's a, and also get yourself used to that feeling of hunger. Just throwing that out there. Because hey, when the famine was about to hit during Joel's time, what did he say? He said sanction a fast. That's why fasting is a tool, especially for the times that we're coming into.
Get your mind right.
Get your mind. Okay. And lately through the Spirit, it's like, man, I don't know if any other brothers been feeling this way, but it's like naturally, I've only been eating like maybe once a day. It's been natural. It ain't like been like nothing like I'm like necessarily thinking about doing this. I'll think like, damn, I haven't even eaten today. I still feel straight though. You know what I'm saying?
You want to eat things that satiate you.
Yeah.
Before, like sardines, believe it or not, you eat a can of sardines, you eat 2 cans of sardines, you good. That's
Yep.
because the nutrients that come with it. So you gotta start eating things, whole foods, as they would say.
Right.
Things that satiate you, man.
Yep.
But back then, when Jake wouldn't eat for comfort, Jake was eating food like it was slavery during the rough time. Jake would eat food that would keep them full, not comfort. They didn't have comfort food back then. They ate the food that satiated them a lot of time, certain things and shit.
Right. Yeah, they wouldn't get Jake wasn't getting whooped by master and going to their cabinet and pulling out some Oreos like, man, this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Jake go get
Licking the cream.
Hoop milk.
Yeah.
Back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 20. "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges."
That's right. So people ain't gonna turn away from their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna continue in their folly. They continue in their wickedness.
Right.
You got evil there with heathen. They looking at us like, y'all making us look bad.
Yeah, that's all.
Like, oh my God. Yeah. They looking at us like they gonna give us Yeah, he
Jake is chilling, bro.
Jake chilling. Go ahead.
And that's if I can add, that's a perfect verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For that right there, because they ain't gonna always be mindful of the scourges. Those scourges for a minute is that ass whooping for correction.
Right.
The Lord is trying to let them know, get your shit together, man.
Jake too busy trying to say make it last forever.
Make it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got it from Benai. No, Benai, yeah, he's a good cat.
Yeah, come.
See, that's spiritual.
Exactly. They ain't always mindful because they're not, first of all, they're not associating these things to the Lord, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is doing these things to correct you, bro. And the fact that they're not, and they comfortable, you can still go, you know what I'm saying? Got freedoms, you can go over there and grab something to eat and move around with no problems. So that they're not always mindful of them scourges.
Right.
Right.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
2nd Ezra 16 and 21. "Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case."
Right, which is essentially food. Victual is so cheap that they think that they're in good case. And this is raining. This particular verse is speaking now more than ever, bro.
Right.
Hey, you're still able to enjoy yourself. You're still able to go and get some food. You still go to a restaurant now. Is it this nigga's all type of shit. That nigga threw me off. Shit.
Yeah, nigga be hurt.
Hard ass shoes on with the
You got somebody.
That nigga, he's seen the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's like that.
Mr. Rogers, Mr. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Rogers.
Nigga had them goddamn church socks on with them too, sir.
Man,
Some short shorts on. Yeah, but this particular scripture that we're reading is speaking now more than ever. Okay, now more than ever, this is speaking. Victory is so cheap upon earth. People think that they're in good case, and you able to parlay, you able to, do your thing. But it's coming times to where that gonna have to be cut out. Going out to eat, parlaying, kicking it with your bro, or some bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit's supposed to be done, bro.
Yep.
That shit's supposed to be done in the near future.
Right there.
Right.
More people are going to be homeless, brothers. You're gonna get more phone calls from people who need assistance. I got a family member right now she's staying in a group home, man. More than likely, rooming up with somebody. Which, hey, is better than homelessness, but still.
Damn. You got motherfuckers living in cars. And
Yep, more
then
people are living in cars.
and have a gym membership just to go take a shower and shit.
Yep.
Bro, that shit crazy.
And then vlog about it.
Right, yeah. Damn.
Like they have living their best life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got some sushi in a truck. Because I'm not gonna knock them. I ain't gonna talk down on them because you never know where you'll be. I hope I don't have to deal with that. Hope I don't have to deal with that. But it's getting there.
Damn.
It's getting there. That's why we keep on saying the ministry is about to go to the next level. Okay? Pray not to be in an Ananias Safari spirit, bro. Safari spirit, man. To where you get so boggled down to where you don't want to deal.
Right.
Okay? That can happen. Satan will fuck with you like that. So you're like, I gotta take care of me. The disciples at the time, man, they were so fervent about taking care of one another, they sold their land. Now, there was an order that came out that says, hey, everybody in GMS that got a car, sell it.
Right.
Just so we can help each other out. Jake will leave.
Yeah, that's some faith right there.
Jake will leave. Like, man, come here, I can't do that. I do my own thing. Not saying, not talking down or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, we live in different times, things of that nature, but that's how extreme the faith was towards giving towards one another, bro.
Yep. Because I'm sorry, so
Go ahead.
at that time, because as we're going into talking about what food at that time was going on, it was a famine at that time, right? It was a famine going on. You know what I'm saying? So we all had to collectively get together through the spirit, man. But that was all a test by Yahweh Shabbat Shah that says what? Love and integrity that you have amongst the body. And like the elders going into beautiful, man, we're coming into that time where, hey, that which has been is now.
Yeah.
There's nothing new under the sun.
That's right.
Right.
And love embodies more than a fuzzy feeling that you see that you get when you see a brother that you fond about. Man, with the karaoke, love you. No, it's an obligation, bro.
Right.
It's an obligation. We don't have to, be the Wayne's brothers happy singing with brothers type. No, it's an obligation.
Right.
This brother is my brother. I got to take care of him.
Right.
Okay.
See, that was we talking about when they during those times where they were selling, they sold their land and different things for one another, put the money in the pot. You see, you don't just think about it. You think it's just a plot of land that sit out there. They just look at. They had crop, like it was dirt at the time, but they had, may had a house right there. They had everything, property. They had something on that land.
Right.
It wasn't just a plot of land, just plain and by itself. So they was giving up a lot of things, not just a plot of land. It was things on that land.
Animals, everything, bro. That's how zealous they were.
Damn.
right? Now, do we have anything? We don't have nothing,
Man.
you know. But what we can do is be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Be willing to show up. If you can, some brothers got job situations. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, you might not be able to show up when you need to, but when it counts, try to make it count.
Right. It's a sacrifice.
Try to make it count, bro. You gotta sacrifice, like the brother said. You gotta sacrifice. You know, being responsible in your personal life, bro. That's very important too. It's hard to give when you need help. You know, and you can get, hey, shit, hey, even hey, man, speaking to myself first foremost. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Back in 2 Ezra 16 and 21, it says, "Behold, victual shall be so good and cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then shall evils go upon the earth."
So people chilling, people talk about FIFA, people talk about hot girl summer, right? People talk about tossing up, having a good time. Where they gonna go this year? Plans they have, man. That shit was because so.
Finish,
Bro, Spirit Airlines just shut down because the expense of gas is too high.
Yeah, but they want to charge enough prices for their tickets.
Nope, they weren't charging enough.
Yeah.
You know, seemingly they were nickel and diming.
And then think about it. So they shut down. You had people that flew Spirit out the country were stuck in that country.
Yeah.
You had workers walking off here at DFW. The fucking plane landed with passengers. They walked off, let the people on the plane.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's much more they shut down. You got to think about all that. So now other airlines are like, well, you know what? We'll charge out $1 out of $9 to hop on our flight.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy, bro. I got a client that work in the corporate part of that shit. You can tell me all about that. People flew in other countries, got stuck. Because you flew with Spirit. Go over there, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, merch being cut off, all that vacation and tourism, things of that nature, which that brings in millions of dollars. Tourism brings in millions of dollars. People going to certain places. Think about this in springtime, man. How many people came down here to Texas just to Houston alone, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, the city made millions of dollars them 2 days.
Yeah.
That's what's because sure, you got certain cities that are retirement cities, and their bread and butter is throwing festivals, throwing certain parades, things of that nature, to bring certain people in. You know, where I'm from, there's a poker fest. People ain't be going to that shit. A blue bonnet fest, where you go come and look at the blue bonnets. That shit was whack as hell this year because people ain't got the money for it. You know what? People showed up this year. I'm stopping lying. Right? But it wasn't as big as past years. Why is that? Because people are slowing down on spending.
They like shit, Blue Bonnet or go to Costco, get this family value meal, you know,
Yeah.
Right.
get things by the bundle.
You think about the bundle, right?
I'm scared to see how to stay. Go ahead, so.
Like that, right? Stop speaking. I was just gonna add to the elder's point. These people are still trying to hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? To them little bitty because everything is changing, those normalcies, those normalcies. You know what I'm saying? They trying to hold on. That's why, yes, people gonna show up, but like the elder said, it ain't nothing like it was. Them bad boys used to be packed whole, you know what I'm saying? They coming from other little
states.
towns and
Yep.
different places.
Remember that?
Man,
Dog,
yeah,
used to go down.
it was on, man. So cause I from the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I know what he's talking
Yep.
about. But that's like I said, yeah, they still showing up because they still trying to hold on. You know what I'm saying? As bad as things are getting and things are changing daily, like that song, things are changing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to let go, bro. But the Lord gonna make them let go. They ain't gonna be able to hold it. You know, be able to hold it.
Yep. Remember back in the day, it used to be, like you said, it used to be, man, the Poker Fest used to be the whole block shut down, and you go to the blacks, and people posted up, like,
Right.
oh, hey, it's popping today, you know.
Yeah.
Used to be fun. It's like, man, it's a ghost town. It's a ghost town. People ain't got money to spend no more, man.
making decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, you try to take your kids out and your gal out to some, you know, want to treat them, man. You be mad at yourself afterwards. Like, God damn.
Busted.
Oh, we'll be all right, baby. You gotta just make it $400 stretch for a week. That shit hard.
That's why you gotta work hella overtime.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll go to different places and like say vacationing still, but they stretching their money thin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why you gonna see a lot of more commotion and people trying to go to these different festivals and vacation. Somebody walking around, they knock they $15-$20 drink out their hand, they can be stressed out.
You can shoot that hoe up.
Yeah, bad.
Yo, you got to think about it, bro. You got these niggas out here. They want to be citizens, but they want to be gangsters at the same time.
Right.
So they tell you they got the kids, but they got a hip hop mindset. They got it on them. You know what I'm talking about. They in a car, listen to all types of atrocities. Right? Case in point. Right there.
Yeah, go to
There you go. Case in
go
point.
manifest.
Hey, bro, he got a baby in a newborn in the car.
Bumps his
This
gangster.
nigga bumping these hoes ain't loyal.
Asking for cigarettes.
He ain't smoking a cigarette with the child.
That's- Wow.
Always
You know what I'm saying? And both of them got red on, so they're more than likely bloody.
Especially while he ain't going up right there.
Yeah, grown ass man acting like that. Now think about a nigga like that that's just nothing but Young Dolph, an old young nigga. Listen, Young Dolph, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? DOC and Chris Brown all day getting high. Already trying to do something for his family. And he got a thing on his ass. And then he run into somebody on accident and spilled this man drinking. This nigga done over this brother. He's a Negro for this particular situation. Done overreacted. And he got a thing on him. And this person got a thing. It's gonna be a shootout.
Hey, all I want.
All because he can't have the so-called black man doesn't have conflict resolution.
Right.
He look at the next Jake as an enemy, but love the so-called white man.
Right.
You know?
Yep. Can't shoot, so they're gonna
Can't
shoot two or three people.
Yep.
2 or 3 bystanders gonna hit in the process.
in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That shit happened. But that was a goop. But that shit happened in Carlton.
Yeah.
3 or 4 bystanders shot. All because a bitch deal went wrong.
That got nothing to do with it. Got shot.
Got shot. That shit gonna be happening. It already is happening more and more, bro.
Yeah, normal thing.
You can't even go to Deep Ellum no more without somebody getting shot the fuck up.
Man,
Deep Ellum used to be cool, man.
I ain't been there in years.
Man,
Yeah, it's just fucking niggas, man.
You could literally go to Deep Ellum and have a great time.
Dog.
Like, have a nice ass night.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't pay me to go to Deep Ellum, bro.
Dog. Close it out. Step 5.
Tell the 10.
Yep. About that time. All right. Hey, so brothers, it's 10 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and shut it down, man. We pray it was edifying. Want to give all praise to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace to you, Akyam. Shalom, brothers.
Oh.